I was long. It said, "Welcome to your music channeling. Your go-to song is, let's see here, To Be Loved by Jackie Williams." I noticed a little bit, not too much, but YouTube is like allowing me to play a little background music. I love it. Finally, listen, it's been years, but I don't know for how long. It's by Jackie Williams, To Be Loved. Every time I hear this tune, I think about coming to America. Okay, so some of you guys are moving to America. And you could be moving to America very richly, okay, with a lot of money. That's not on my notes though. What I wrote down is Gemini, 1950s, 1989, 1988, okay, and Reese Witherspoon. Listen, I try make it make sense, okay? I don't know why. Because I know she was not in the movie. Reese Witherspoon, I googled her since I do zodiac signs. She's an Aries, okay? So you could be an Aries. Or they could be an Aries. And I got this tune on the 13th of June. All right, let's dive into this message. We're gonna start first with the changes, okay? It was just flying out. Okay, so this card came out, but I feel like somebody's upset. Like really upset, okay? We got this card, the key with the cage and the rose. Let me just lay it all out. Somebody's upset. Just lay it all out, okay? I feel like they are upset though. But if you're upset, you take it. Let's see here. Okay, and I think you guys can see it. So, okay, this is the journey. Somebody's upset, first and foremost. Somebody opened their heart, okay? They were trying to see if, you're ready. Or maybe if you're masculine, you feel this heated and energy of obsessed and anger and possessiveness. If you are, you know what? No, okay. I read for everybody. However, it is masculine that's singing this tune. So you could definitely watch for masculine. But if you feel like it's a feminine that's in this energy, then take it, okay? So like I was saying, somebody was ready to open their heart, okay? They were very much like, let's do this. We have grown. I have learned. You have learned. I'm here to be loyal. For some of you guys, you could have children together or have a family, or this is what they wanted. But for somehow along the lines of being loyal and having tailor vision of the future and opening up and being vulnerable, somebody was on the bullshit of being a snake. Because the message they got was not a message of happiness and reassurance. It was a message of, I am just content if we just keep it casual. I am just content if we will stick it to the sex. And now somebody is in hell because of this. Okay? It's something of this nature. The numbers could be relevant as well. One person wanted to open their heart, another person betrayed them. One person was having a vision on the future, another person was trying to write a letter on, I'm happy, I'm good. You're good. I'm good. Constant communication. Everything was good. Everything was normal. But for some reason, it's kind of like, I'm with you because I want to have children. I'm with you because I don't want to deal with children, because I'm also tuning into, for some of you guys, there was some third party involved where they got somebody else pregnant. Okay. But they don't want to be with that person, but somebody got pregnant, but they want to be with you. For others, it's more so like they just wanted to be with you because they wanted to have your babies, and that's it, nothing else. Let me tell you a personal story. I had this Greek friend, and the place I live, there is it's a melting pot of people. It's like the UK, so London, okay, the city I'm in. So yes, I had this Greek friend. She told me how she met her husband. They started dating app, and she wasn't even like that old, but she was like in her 30, 35, going into 40. Okay, but she looked very young, she was in that age of like, it's not over and done. Okay, if we're gonna make it like statistically, but maybe she had other issues on why she did what she did. I don't know. But she told me she met her now husband. Okay. She said she baby trapped him when they got together. And this will make sense to somebody. She just wanted to have kids, and she didn't want to pay money for a sperm donor. And she did what she did, and she got her baby. She even told me in the past, before she met this person, every time she would be intimate with people, she would collect their sperm. Okay? It was that serious. Somebody's on that time where they just wanted to have kids. For others, and I feel like it's a feminine that did this, okay? For others, it is somebody else that got somebody else pregnant. So a masculine could have got somebody else pregnant, but they didn't want to be with that person. They want to be with you. And now somebody started looking at like, we can still be together, but you said no. Somebody just wanted to have kids. Somebody else just wanted to cheat, and they did, but the mistake they made is that the other person kept the child. Okay? Now, overall is that they want to have a family with you. They're very loyal to you. You're the one that have their heart, basically. However, they have made mistakes. The question of this thing is that they're upset because circumstances have taken place and consequences are inevitable. They're pissed because now they're in hell, whether it's a feminine doing you wrong with what I just mentioned, or a masculine doing you wrong with what I just mentioned. Okay? That is relevant for somebody. Okay? I know it was a lot. Okay? So the reason why a lot of you guys are watching is because of those two factors. Okay? Now, let's move on. Gemini. I'm still gonna do like But Gemini, if you're watching for Gemini, these are your cards. Not Gemini. If you're watching for Geminis, okay. The storm is about to pass. Okay, so that's good. Especially for feminine, or if you're waiting for a feminine. If you're watching as a feminine, the storm will pass. If you're watching for a feminine, the storm will pass. Okay, aka this feminine will return back to you. Aka if you're feminine waiting for things to settle down, it will. Okay, the chaos will. You'll be good. Okay, and that's it. On top of that, you're also about to be really blessed. Blessings can come in peace, or in money, or in love. Okay, you're good. If you're Gemini, this is your message. If you're watching for Gemini, these are your messages. Okay, there is nothing to worry about. All right, next thing on the list, Aries. It was Aries. If you're watching, these are your cards. Aries, we got this one in reverse, you guys saw it. So if you're Aries making an offer, you will probably say no. If they're coming in with an offer, you'll probably say no. So basically, Aries, you will refuse taking action on this offer. Or if you're doing this offer, they're going to reject you. Okay? However, even if they reject you, or if you don't make this offer, you're still going to be happy. You're still going to be okay. Or they're still going to be okay. Okay? And I feel like that's the secret. Secret's out. A lot of reflecting took place during the latest full moon in Sagittarius month. Aries was like, you know what, I think I'd rather not, okay? Or if you're making this offer, this person's gonna be like, I don't think so anymore, okay? I thought I would, but not anymore. And that's the real secret. Don't make this offer, or just offer will be rejected, but you're gonna be good either way, okay? Or if they're in Aries, they will be good either way, okay? Somebody's also a little bit slow-minded. It could be an Aries that's a little bit slow-minded, but somebody's slow-minded. Somebody has a hard time reading the cues. Okay? This person here, they don't have to be an Aries, but this person here, they are moving forward. Okay? I feel like they feel quite overwhelmed. They could be a little bit emotional. No, overwhelmed. Okay, so they're having overwhelmness in terms of building stability for themselves, or feeling that building stability for themselves, or building stability with you. Somehow is overwhelming them, so they're moving away. Okay. So whoever is slow-minded, like don't know how to read the cues, they're moving away because they feel overwhelmed because of their emotions of like taking action. I don't know why I'm channeling ADHD. That could also be relevant. You might feel like they're doing some snake shit, but it's not. They just feel overwhelmed. They're not being manipulated or sneaky. Somebody has like, I don't know, anxiety, or they feel overwhelmed, or they have ADHD. So they're like leaving this connection, or you are if you have ADHD or feel overwhelmed. Yeah, like, how are they feeling? They still see you in a loving way, and I feel like you do the same. But if you don't get it, you might feel like they were trying to betray you, but no, it's because you feel overwhelmed. I don't know if they know how to process emotions or relate this to you, or you do. Listen, I don't know the ins and outs of ADHD, but I do know what overwhelming emotions feels like. So somebody's in this energy. Somebody just need to heal, okay, but also feel like they don't want to heal. So there's also that. That might be the real issue, okay? But they definitely see you in loving eyes. Okay, collective. Oh Lord. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next 1950s. Okay, so I will say, to make it easier, because I know a lot of people watch me from different stages in their life. This song is a 1950s song. Okay, just put it out there. But that age. Oh my god, I can't even. You could be born during this time. Okay. Or you still have 1950s music. If not, here we go. These are your cards. To just simplify it. So somebody is moving on. They have closure now. They got what they need. However, they still have to learn from their mistakes or their past. So somebody's moving on thinking they're not going to suffer any trauma, but they are. So somebody's like, oh my god, no, I'd rather just leave it. But low key, it's still like affecting them even if they move on. Okay. Hopefully I'm explaining. So, I guess I need to simplify it. Like, Collective, I don't want to be with you, and you're like, okay, cool, fine. They leave, and they're still like repeating the same mistake they did with collective. That's what this is. Okay? Okay. For a lot of you guys, it could be twin flames that is on that bullshit. But I digress. 1950s. Let's move on to the next message. 1989 and 1988. 1988, you could be born during this time. Oh yeah, I know, you just like the timeline. I don't know. We'll add some cards. So in terms of 1989, somebody is self-absorbed, love bombing, a narcissist. Okay, and if they reach out to you, they're gonna be on this bullshit. So just be aware, collective. You could also be born during 1989, and if they call you, they're gonna be on their narcissistic love bombing BS. Okay, so just be aware. This card came out like this. Listen, they don't want to be friends. They're trying to act like a friend to get to being your lover again. But my advice to you, do not deal with them, especially when this card comes up. For me, like somebody that has dealt with narcissistic people before, don't. Okay, you might never. Yeah, let me not even explain. Just don't. Okay, they're trying to come in like, oh yeah, you're this, you're that, and it's great. Listen, no. You're trying to fake being your friend to get into your pants, or just to be a lover again. If you already had like a sexual relationship with them, they just want to siphon off that energy. My go-to advice is this: don't deal with them. Not even for coffee, not even for tea, not even for tea. Okay? Let's move on. 1988. If you deal with somebody from 1988, or you are born during that time, this person likes you, okay? They like you very much, and they actually want things to be better. Any obstacles that you guys have, they want to overcome it together. You actually went in a lot of back and forth relationships. So like, it's kind of like when you had closure, they didn't have closure. So back and forth relationships are pretty normal between you and this person in reference to 1988, and they really like you, and I feel like you really like them, and they will want to overcome it, especially if you're used to the back and forth. Okay, I really hope I'm making sense today. I think we clarified everything. Oh, and now we're gonna do a quick random. So, anyone that didn't resonate with the specifics, here are your cards. So, things are going to move on for the better, okay? However, there's going to be... Yeah, you guys are going to move on for the better. And then, too, the thing is that they already decided on what they wanted. And I feel like the situation here is that they're not willing to change. Some of them are like, I like what we have. I don't want to change anything. It's okay. I don't know what that is. It could be good, it could be bad, but somebody's a little bit stubborn on like the way things are happening. Let it be like that, okay? This person could also be a little bit over emotional, a little bit triggered, a little bit sensitive, okay? But yeah, they like what it is, and they don't want to change it. Okay, I think that's it. A lot of you guys, like, whether it's like moving to new place or moving into not in together. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, it's about a house situation. Whether you moving or they're moving and moving back in together. Somebody's like, as an example, no, I don't want to move, collective, or let's stay in this place, or I don't want to, like, I like my own space, or somebody's like, whatever that is in relation to a change or maybe a house, they don't want to change it. They want things to be the same. Okay, so somebody a little bit stubborn about this. I'm channeling a Leo. They could be a Leo, okay? I'm tuning into a Leo. So, there we go. I think that's it though. Let's do blockages. I feel like the blockages is them like being stubborn, low key, but let's add some cards to it. So blockages is this. Somebody still trying to compete with you, being malicious, holding grudges, still not speaking up. So the blockages here is this. If somebody's still frustrated, angry, jealous, in their ego, still want to be on some bullshit, like still want to be on some sneak behavior, or still want to be like, don't talk to me, silent treatment bullshit. So anything of this nature, this is a blockage. Whether somebody's still angry, frustrated, holding on to the past, still want to be petty or revenge, because I'm getting the energy of like, somebody's, doing the most, okay? For the rest of you guys, you don't have blockages, but if you do, that would make sense, okay? Oh my lord. Let's do a little initials, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching. I'm channeling that Antonia is coming back. Okay, Antonia is coming back. When I hear this tune, I didn't even base it on the lyrics, but this is somebody that wants to love and be loved, okay? But if we're going to go a little bit deeper, this is also somebody that doesn't know how to love, but they want to love and want to receive love, but they don't know what love is. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like that's why there's so much confusion and tit for tat energy and pettiness. And, if it doesn't go my way, it's the highway. So it's a lot of pettiness. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of pettiness, a lot of stubbornness when it comes to this soulmate here. Okay, like they want to love you and they want to be loved by you, but they don't know how to love, right? So that's why a lot of confusion happens. Okay, I think that's the channel message. I think that's the channel message. Go with it. If it makes sense, go with it. Okay, but first with the last initials. Erica is also coming back. So what can you expect from, what's the other name? The other female that I mentioned. I don't remember. But what can you expect? The first female, you can expect that they have healed, that they want to heal, that they look happier, that they have taken care of themselves, and that they love themselves. Okay? In terms of Erica, what can you expect? What you can expect from Erica, we got this one here in reverse. Okay, so she's not sad anymore, okay? And she's not confused about the future. And she doesn't think about you as much. However, she does not want to be separated anymore. So this is somebody that is pretty level-headed, but they still want to be with you, okay? So maybe before they couldn't deal with you because they were like too emotional, they were crashing out, but now they're like to have a sense of self. So they're like, okay, I can go back to collective now, okay? So that's what Erica and the other female. And this is what a true, intuitive, psychic, seer person looks like, okay? On that note, thank you for stopping by my dear collective. Good luck in your journey in life. And thank you for tuning in. I want to add this just because there's about to be some opportunities for forgiveness, okay? They're going to forgive you. You're going to forgive them. This is going to be relevant, okay? All right.